Yeah, there's just so it's like the main conflict is the Indians and them traveling around and having to defend themselves against the Indians, and then it's also the civil wars going on apparently, and then the guys get sent off to go fight. But that's
actually,
just like
you'd be surprised. That's actually a main part of the movie.
right. Apparently,
I didn't even catch that was for the Civil War. I thought they were gonna go fight Indians.
yeah, no, they're going to civil. There's a civil war,
Yeah.
so it's like
Well, doesn't it mention that this is like pre-current and post-Civil War?
yeah.
I think this has to be before then. But
I wonder if they're just trying to make the movie to where the main character is just like the American West. Like that's what's the constant, and it's just showing you what it does to people and how it can hurt people and how people have opportunity here and just all that kind of shit. But still, if you're gonna make a movie, we gotta follow some characters. We gotta feel it because we don't. It's hard to feel compelled about just the idea of the Wild West without actually living it through a character.
yeah.
It's kind of similar to Bike Riders, just like showing you what's happening.
Yeah.
Where it's just like a portrait of everything.
A good example of this is Babylon, where you're following 4 people in the industry, different jobs, but you know what's going on. And
We
you
love
care.
Babylon.
Yeah,
I was a big fan of that.
yeah.
But how many groups of people are we following in this movie? I think it's got to be more than
6?
4. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe 6.
Well, you got so let's start. You got
Costner?
You've got the mother and wife who've lost their family. You've got the little boy that's riding with the Indians.
Yeah.
You've got the people that have settled with the army. You've got the powerful family, which you really don't see them that much. Did we already mention Kevin Costner?
I don't
No.
think you counted Costner.
Kevin Costner. That's 5.
I mean, and the woman, I guess she's part of the family and Costner, but
Yeah, but we don't. Yeah.
Yeah,
Now we don't
No,
even know
she-
what's going to happen with them.
she's a separate one, I would say.
Yeah. And then
That's,
Did you mention the
that's
girl-
5, potentially 6.
did you mention the lady that first ran away at the very beginning?
That's what I was just talking about.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, let's talk about the girl that has the kid now.
Yeah.
Because she ran away.
That's what he's talking about.
No, he was talking about the other lady.
Yeah.
But so those are 2.
The mom.
The
actual
the mom, the one that we don't know if is dead or not. Yeah. So, and
Maybe a couple more sprinkled in there.
The Indians.
The Indians.
yeah, we have the family that
Oh, yeah,
we
yeah.
have the wife that tells her husband like I'm not following him, I'm following you.
Mhm.
That's got to
Which
be
that adds nothing to the
Oh
movie.
my God.
yeah. We don't even see them again, and she was.
The wagon train.
The wagon
We
train.
have Luke Wilson, so that is 8 potential storylines right there that we have, and I still think we're missing a couple.
And we're just getting glimpses into those worlds
Yeah,
and
and
seeing
that's
some
just-
cool scenes. Again, I give it credit because I did like the scenes, but not overall.
I just don't think that's the way to go about making a movie. That's how you go about making a show.
Yeah.
Yeah, this could probably be a really cool show.
Yeah, but it's not a movie. I think if you're going to make a movie of this caliber, like I said, Lonesome Dove, it's been a while since I've seen it, but I know there's not this many storylines. I think there's kind of a few.
I've never seen it.
It's a great movie, and it's broken down kind of like this. I can't remember if it's 2 or 3, but it's perfect. You are following along with everybody. You're invested in a lot of stories. That's the other thing with this movie is when you're doing something like this, you show a storyline for a while, then you move to the next group and you show their story for a while, then you move to the next, and then you get back to them, but not enough time has passed to where you've forgotten like what's happened. And if you have, you got to be able to like kind of, show them, like put it in a conversation or like talk about like where they just came from. Like you can easily like pick up where you left off.
It would help if they were all going after the same goal.
Right.
Then you can maybe cut more so, like not do what you were saying where you keep it there and then you move on you move on and stay on this storyline for the storyline B for a little bit. If they're all moving towards the same goal, then you can like start cutting in faster. I think on Rotten Tomatoes it has horrible ratings, but also Rotten Tomatoes is bought and sold.
Yeah. That's why I said critical.
Not bought and
acclaim instead
sold.
of Rotten Tomatoes. Bribes and
Yeah, they
whatnot.
take bribes and shit to write reviews. Rotten Tomatoes is fake now.
Yeah.
Because I mean, every movie that's critically acclaimed sucks. Like you see the audience score, it's like trash, 26%, but the critics like 90%. They got bought and paid for. Is that the term?
68%.
Well, Damn. 39% too. God. But a 10-minute standing ovation at Canes.
Canes. We could just say Canes.
We're Americans.
We're American.
It's a tough way to go about making a movie that I guess throughout the course of next like 2 or so part 2 is coming out later this year
In August?
or September. It's August. And then I assume they're going to do the same thing with part 3 and 4. They'll release part 3 and they'll probably release part 4 like the following, like somewhere later on in the year. We don't know when. So who knows? Maybe by the 4th movie we're like, wow.
If they get greenlit for 2 more.
Yeah, how genius.